Hey everybody, welcome back to my series on Joni Mitchell's albums. Speaking of albums, I cannot find my physical vinyl for the Hissing of Summer Lawns. I have no idea where it could be right now. And instead of going absolutely bananas looking for it, we're just going to play it on my TV on Amazon Music, and I won't be able to hold the cover in front of you, but I can show you the album cover that way, which I hope that looks okay to you. This album to me is another one of those sort of sleeper in between albums that doesn't get as much attention as I think it should. In my opinion, it's one of her best. When they talk about Joni being experimental, I see her doing it several times throughout her career. This is one of her most experimental albums, especially we'll get to the next song, but it just gives me a vibe of she just wanted to do what she wanted to do, and she was going to do it, and there was no stopping her pretty much. And we've been lucky enough over the years to get some demos from this album, and then lately she released the official demos from this album, which gave more stripped down versions of certain songs. But I like this album just as it is. Give it to me just like it is. The original album cover was cool because there was embossment involved, and you could feel it. It had a tacticalness to it. It felt very rich. When you open up the album cover too, and sorry, this is really a spoiler because there is nothing to show you, but imagine Joni lounging in a bikini in a pool, which I believe was her pool. That was the inside jacket cover. So it's amazing. Or was that on the back? That was the inside. Either way, I could be misremembering now. See, I get so paranoid because so many of my friends are such aficionados, which I consider myself an aficionado for sure, but there's others that know way more than I do. But In France to Kiss on Main Street gives me reminiscing vibes. The musicality of it just really just grooves, and she's telling a story about her friends growing up and all kinds of hijinks that we get into. And but the idea of in France to Kiss on Main Street, that's just thrilling to the Brando things that he said. It's excellent imagery. Brings right because Brando was a childhood matinee idol of hers, I'm sure. So this next song called "The Jungle Line" sounds unlike anything Joni had. You don't think of this when you think of Joni Mitchell. We do. I do. Fingers, wires, and pipes. So good. This song is so cool. It incorporates a couple of things. It incorporates a sample of the Burundi drummers. It incorporates the use of the Moog synthesizer, a very early use of it. It incorporates surrealist lyrics. This is one of my favorite Joni songs because it's one of the strangest songs she ever wrote, and it's amazing. It just gives me so much. And for people who are always like, "Oh, Joni, she's the don't always seem to go lady," sure, she is. For that month in 1968, okay? After that, she became the Jungle Line lady that nobody really knows about, which is to me a travesty. Which is why I'm here, evangelizing for Joni. Joni evangelizing. Now, Joni's known for her story songs. This song tells a great story about a possible mafia person, some sort of uh, big man, some kind of important person. And also it talks about how the women around him are sort of like just pawns and like playthings, and it's one of her best songs. Lyrically, it's just, the band sounds like typewriters. So he's like, his eyes hold Edith, this woman. His left hand holds his right, like holds it back. What does that hand desire that he grips it so tight? Interesting. A lot of this imagery is so powerful and strong. The album is full of it, and it's full of really deep lyrics that, amongst even the deepest Joni fans, are still debated. Some of her lyrics on this album, especially in the next song coming, or the next few songs, very deep stuff, and up for interpretation, and not easily interpreted either. It's kind of just, this is fairly straightforward, but some of the upcoming songs have some lyrics that are very, very determinative. Again, I like her backing vocals here. So good. So he tilts their tired faces gently to the spoon. She's referring to the cocaine spoon, apparently. It's a great song. There's a run of songs on this album that we're going through right now that are just like these huge, huge, epic opuses that are worth every minute, and it's like, don't interrupt the sorrow. First of all, what a great line. What a great title. You're darn right. In flames our prophet, which is be polite. A room full of glasses. He says, you're not just liberation doll. What? What does that mean? I still don't know. But it's in quotes. So if that makes a difference, you're not just liberation doll, N-O-T-C-H-E-S. Anima rising, queen of queens, wash my guilt have eaten, wash and balance me. Some deep shit here. That makes sense to me when I read it out. But anima rising, uprising in me tonight. She's a vengeful little goddess with an ancient crown to fight. Wow. Truth goes up in vapors, steeples lean. Winds of change, patriarchs, snug in your Bible Belt dreams. God goes up the chimney, like childhood Santa Claus. The good slaves of the good book, a rebel loves the cause. Yeah, one of her best songs. Can you tell? I could do a whole song. Now, I'm actually friends with Ronnie Blakely, who, friends, in this day and age, everybody's our friend, but on Facebook, and like, she's really cool, and she's very insightful, but that's who this song is actually written about, which I like, you know what I mean? I love it. Obviously, I paused, since you see that we're farther in the song. This is a very dense, beautiful song about, somehow related to this actress that she knew through her circle. Joni ran in a very cool circle at that point, a lot of actors, and, so she was one of them. So, Shades of Scarlet Conquering. Read the lyrics. Now, the title track to this is another story song that's apparently based on another famous person that she was friends with, named Jose Feliciano, who was a famous guitar player and songwriter of his time. Was he a songwriter? He did a lot of covers. I'm sure he wrote some songs. But yeah, this is pretty much about a visit to his house, and I guess she didn't like the way he treated his wife or his girlfriend at the time, and this song is kind of an allegory on that. She says a couple of mean things here, frankly, because the guy was blind. And she makes some weird comments about that. Nobody's perfect. She patrols the fence of his to a Latin drum and the hissing of summer love. It's like, be a little snarky in some places, write a melody like that, you're okay. You're like forgiven. Tubes called darkness, 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 no color, no contrast. Now her little like jazz singing here is so pretty. So good. Okay. The Boho Dance, another amazing, dense story song, where she revisits a theme here that she does a couple of times in her work, the sort of give and take and push and pull between the industry and playing for the art, and because she talks about this here, sort of like, she's like, I played these places as well. She uses an old word there. I was a hopeful in rooms like these when I was working sheep. You can picture her like in the village, you know. I love this song. Another very dense song. It's only 4 minutes song, but even on the scuffle, the cleaner's press was in my jeans. Any eye for detail caught a little lace along the seams. Yeah, good stuff there. Good stuff, Joni. Pause. She uses the terminology there, subterranean by your own design. There was a band in the 90s called PM Dawn, and they used in their song Set Adrift on Memory Bliss, which I loved. He used the term subterranean by design. Well, they were huge Joni fans. They even sample their song, Joni's song, I Had a King, in one of their songs. Anyway, the next song coming up is Harry's House, Centerpiece, which it's in my top 5 favorite Joni songs. Listen to that. That horn sounds like an alarm. Now, there is some debate about what she's saying here. Some people say at the end of the song, she leaves him. I think they just go along to be doing what they've been doing this whole time. You know, like she spends his money and she lives in his house. He brings home the money. But, so, it's like her lyrics in this song. Yellow schools of taxi fishes, Jonah in a ticking whale, caught up at the lights in the fishnet windows. The fishnet windows of Bloomingdale's. Like, so imagine these like hot girls in the 70s watching those high fashion girls. I picture like the Halstonettes, skinny black models with raving curls, and beauty parlor blondes with credit card eyes, looking for the chic and the fancy to buy. Now, it's like she tells this whole story about this businessman, his wife at home, and the push and pull. This is a story that has been going on and will go on. You know, I mean, it's here. People 30 stories down look like colored currents in the street. And one of my favorite Joni lines ever. Helicopter lands on the Pan Am roof like a dragonfly on a tomb. And businessmen in button-downs press into conference rooms. Now, another great line. Battalions of paper-minded males talking commodities and sales while at home they're paper wives and their paper kids. Paper the walls to keep their gut reactions hidden. Hope you don't mind me singing along so much. To quote Suge Avery, I feels like saying, Is that appropriate? Sorry. I love her. It's in reference. I love you, show. Yellow checkers for the kitchen. Climbing ivy for the bath. She is lost in house and garden. Caught up in cheap staff. Now, this is such a great device she uses here. He drifts off into the memory, and in the song, he thinks about a song that was popular at the time, which is by Lambert, Hendrix, and Ross, who, thanks to my friend Chris, recently introduced me to their deeper catalog, which I'm like in love with at this point. The name of the song that's going to come here in the middle is called Centerpiece, okay? And the man who plays the piano is Joe Sample, who is like, amazing, eventually. Here we go. We're going to just listen to this. Come on now. I mean, like, what? Why is this one of my favorite Joni songs? Gee, I wonder why. So definitely look up Lambert, Hendrix, and Ross. Such good stuff. Vocally, just amazing. Nothing's any good without you. Baby, you're my centerpiece. And then, like, they're fighting here. Get down over there. I'm sure I'm sick of that sofa. Nothing's any good. I said, get it over there. Nothing's any good. It's effective, but it's also kind of hilarious. That's me. And then, like, I don't know. To tell him, as she did today, just we could do with Harry's house, and Harry says, okay. Well, give it to her. You know? What does she need to divorce him for if she has everything already? Sweet Bird, hi Laura, my friend who years ago asked me, I'm just getting into, I don't know hissing in summer lawns, how do I enter? And I said, Sweet Bird, because it sounds the most like a Joni song from before. And it's a good entree into this album, frankly. It's such a beautiful song. You know, getting older is weird. I want to get older. I want to get old. Very, very old. But the weird things about getting older bother me. So I understand what she's saying here. The vanity bothers me. I feel like I get more vain as I get older. I was never a vain person, really. But I now dye my beard. Not all the way, so it looks sort of like natural, but, you know, stuff like that. Although I don't care about being bald. I think I look cute bald. Hey. Although I'm wearing a hat. It's just for the look. It's giving me framed. So yeah, but Sweet Bird, you are Briefer Than a Falling Star. That's the Sweet Bird of Youth. After a Tennessee Williams, I'm not sure if he coined that phrase, but there's a great Tennessee Williams play and movie. The movie's with Geraldine Page and Paul Newman. Sweet Bird of Youth. Great movie. The play's apparently better. I never read the play. Forgive me. This one's great. So every picture has its shadows, and it has some source of light. Shadows and Light is a choral piece that she wrote that I didn't really find appreciation for until during COVID. My friend Ryan had me over, and hey Ryan, I love you, I miss you. I'll see you soon. He has his beautiful deck in the back, and it was a beautiful summer night. And he had gone inside to do something, and this song came on. I was the only one there. So sitting on the back of his deck at night with this song playing, probably a few cocktails in and a few bowls and whatever. It was feeling fabulous, frankly. And the song just hit me so hard. I was like, that's it. There it is. I got it. But for many years, I didn't get this song. I really like the secret Last Waltz version that's only available on like the vinyl of the Last Waltz. There's a version of it that's on the newest archives that's close to that. It's just very jammy. I like it a lot. I like this too, but I just feel like it's very like situational, you know. So that's the Hissing of Summer Lawns, a fantastic album, one of my favorite Joni albums. Again, I feel like it's like a hidden gem because the next album is frankly her absolute masterpiece. So look forward to that. Look forward to you watching another video. Please like and subscribe my channel if you like what you see, like this video. It helps with algorithms and stuff like that. I'm having so much fun doing these. I hope you're having as much fun watching them. Thank you for your support and for enjoying it as much as I am. So take care, everyone.